So you want to be a woodworker. Well, you chose a really fun hobby to get into. Whether you want to work with only hand tools or you only want to work with power tools, or if you want to be one of those hybrid woodworkers, is a great hobby to get into. It's relaxing, fun, enjoyable. It'll take your mind off of things and you will come up with some really great projects along the way. The first question though is, what is woodworking? That's a simple question to answer. What is woodworking? It's simply taking a piece of wood just like this, cutting it up into whatever kind of dimensions you want, and then sand it and put a finish on it, and you can come up with a picture frame. Everybody will love it. The second question, what tools do you need to get into woodworking? Well, that all matters at what kind of woodworking you want to do. Whether it's hand tool work or power tool work, or if you even want to just do a combination of them. So let's go look at some of the hand tools that you might want to use. Okay, so you want to get into woodworking, but you don't want to break the bank right off the bat. Well, hand tools is a great option to start with. Just a few basic tools can get you up and running to start building projects to sell, earn you money, and then get more tools after that. One of the main things that you have to have is a measuring tape. Remember the old saying, measure twice, cut once? Well, that's what this is for. If you don't want to use a measuring tape, a yardstick is a great option as well. These are very cheap and almost at every big box store, Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart, whatever. Pencils. You will never run out of pencils. You'll be looking for one and you got one right at in your hat or something right behind your ear. You're like, where's my pencil at? Keep plenty of pencils on hand. Also you'll need is a square. You can buy these at stores. This is one that I made. Look for a little note on how I made this one. But if you don't want to use that, you can always draw two lines and then use the back of a handsaw, which is the second most important tool. You got to be able to cut the wood somehow. This is a $20 saw from Sears. It's a Craftsman. This has been cutting for well over a year now, and it's still going strong. I like this one a lot, so this is a great option. After you get all your stuff cut, what are you going to need? Some glue to hold everything together. You can buy glue at all the big box stores as well. You got Elmer's. This is Tight Bond glue. And then after you do that, you got many options to hold your work together, from just cheap Harbor Freight clamps to more expensive clamps. These are Bessie clamps. You can use rubber bands, ratchet straps. One thing about woodworking is being creative, so think outside the box on this. And then last but not least, once you get it all put together, what will you need is sandpaper. You will need lots of sandpaper in your shop. Sanding is one of the most important things of woodworking. It makes for a great finish, so stock up on sandpaper. Blah, 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 blah. All the hand tool talk. Hand tools, hand tools, hand tools. What is this guy talking about? Okay, so you ready to start talking about some power tools? One of the first things I would recommend for power tools is purchasing a circular saw. These come right about $50 a piece, and they can do everything that a table saw can, and you can work your way up by building projects with this and then earn a little bit of money and buying more advanced tools. Another tool that I recommend for power is sander. This will save your arm muscles, and it'll make things a little bit quicker as well sometimes. But if you want to go ahead and jump over that circular saw, you can go ahead and get yourself a cheaper table saw. This one is a 10-inch skill saw. I did a review on it not too long ago. It cuts just fine. Everything works on it. The fence is nice and straight, so the cheap ones aren't bad. Another power tool I'd recommend getting is a router. They have two different kinds, a plunge, which this one is, and a fixed base, which is on my router table right now. As you can see, I've built this router table, and it's very handy to have that. Most of your work will be done on that. It won't usually be freehand unless you're doing like signs or something like that. So that's something else that you can build to improve your shop, is your own router table. If you've ever gone into a woodworker shop, you may have seen that they've had a drill press. Do you need one? No, not to start. You can simply get away with a hand drill. This thing is a Black & Decker. It's got adjustable speeds. I can't tell you the price on this one, probably about $30, $40 maybe. But go out and get a set of drill bits. You can get the regular ones, and you can even buy some Forstner bits at the big box store. And you're set up just like a drill press. And one thing that you'll learn as you go along is to make your own jigs. Jigs are a major part of woodworking. It makes life a whole lot easier, simpler. It'll make for quick setups and different things like that. One of my jigs for my table saw is this spline jig. It rides along the fence. As you can see right here, it just slips right over and it rides, and then your piece, like a picture frame like this, sits right over it, and it'll cut and make little splines in it, and this makes for some great decorative pieces. I've shown you some of the very basic tools that'll get you by, whether you want to be a hand tool guy, a power tool guy, or like I am, a hybrid guy. I like both power and the hand tools. Every once in a while I'll switch back and forth. But remember, just to have fun with it, whether you're 10 years old or 89 years old, I encourage you to try it out and meet new people. There's all sorts of guilds around. If you don't like meeting up face to face with people, get online. There's tons of places online. YouTube is a great place. You've got lumberjocks.com. There's tons of websites out there with loads of information. You've stepped into it right at a good time, because there's so many techniques, different things going on out there, and it is all over the internet. So make sure to check that out. You know, check out online for project ideas. If you want to make boxes, there's tons of boxes out there. Cutting boards. Everybody makes a cutting board once in their life if you're a woodworker. So just check the places out, enjoy it, have fun, and remember, if you're a power tool guy, make sure you keep all 5 of your fingers on whatever hand gets close to that blade. We'll see you next time. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check me out on Facebook. And we'll see you for some more projects.